Space is highly profitable. Or more accurately, space is no longer just a realm for romantic scientific achievements. Today, it has become the ultimate theatre for economic security and the battleground for global capital hegemony. Consider SpaceX. By mastering reusable rocket technology, they shattered the cost barrier to space. Building on that, their Starlink satellite network proved its critical value in the Russia-Ukraine war, dominating the battle space even when terrestrial communications were completely destroyed. This proved to the world that space technology isn't just a commercial service, it is a core asset for national security. Welcome back to the Kairos, your source for global macroeconomic analysis. Currently, the US government is leading the Artemis program with over a dozen partner nations, establishing a massive beachhead for human exploration of Mars. But the real smart money in the capital markets is focused on something else entirely: orbital data centers. Recently, SpaceX, in collaboration with xAI, initiated a project to build AI data centers in space. The goal? To solve the terrestrial constraints of limited space, massive power consumption, and critical thermal issues by utilizing the infinite void, abundant solar energy, and near absolute zero temperatures of orbit. And their big tech rival, Amazon, isn't sitting on the sidelines. They recently acquired Globalstar for $11.6 billion, securing a low Earth orbit satellite network and exploring their own space data center initiatives. The front lines of capital have officially moved to orbit. However, as investors, we need a cold dose of reality. The space industry is, by nature, a cash-burning machine. Dr. Jin-han Kim, the developer behind South Korea's Nuri rocket engine, captured it perfectly. Space is a privilege, a sacred territory granted only to nations that can tolerate failure. It requires astronomical budgets, immense time, and the endurance to survive continuous setbacks before reaching profitability. So why is the entire world investing so aggressively? Because for nations today, investing in space is no longer just about fostering science. It is an absolute survival strategy for national defense and the new growth engine for AI dominance. In modern warfare, if you lose orbital control, every weapon on the ground loses its eyes and ears. This brings us to the Kairos' actionable investment strategy. In today's macroeconomic storm of higher for longer interest rates, investing solely in cash burning, pure play space companies can be extremely risky. To survive and thrive, your portfolio must blend the explosive growth of the space economy with the massive cash flows and military security capabilities of traditional defense contractors. Rather than picking single stocks, ETFs are the optimal vehicle. Depending on your risk profile, consider these three distinct ETF strategies. First, the ARKX ETF. Led by Cathie Wood, this ETF perfectly illustrates our space meets defense thesis, capturing aerospace innovation backed by the solid fundamentals of defense titans. Second, the UFO ETF. This is your standard, broad market choice if you want to capture the entire value chain of the space industry, from satellites to communications. Finally, the NASA ETF. For those seeking aggressive growth, this ETF provides a unique exposure to explosive, privately held space companies like SpaceX. Space is no longer just the stars in the night sky. It is the most fiercely contested frontier of economic security. Analyze the holdings of these ETFs carefully and build a portfolio that offers both defensive stability and explosive future growth. If you found today's macro analysis valuable for your investment view, please hit the like button and subscribe. This has been the Kairos. Thank you for watching.